Alrighty, what is up, everybody? Welcome in as we now have the Team Foolish main team taking on Virginia Tech, starting on Cafe. Yeah, I know, bit of a rough experience with the last game. It was a forfeit on the last minute, so now we're going to be coming in here with another one. I'm hoping that we get something good going. We got the Foolish guys turning up with Mako. They used to be the Mako's Goons team. After a fresh rebrand, they got the nice red paint out, and they're now playing as Team Foolish. Really don't know too much about either team, as again, this is the start of the season. This is actually a week 1 game. The one that we did earlier in the week was week 2. A little confusing, I know. There was some delay due to the Philly land. But now, we got Virginia Tech, a team of, college-age kids, representing where they belong from, and they're all probably playing together somewhere in a LAN party right now, because that's just how these tech colleges get it done. Then we got Team Foolish, a group of ragtag from everywhere and anywhere team, hopefully showing up to show out tonight. As Foolish is the recent addition to the Team Foolish org, I'm expecting a very standout performance from them, because they did just get picked up by an org. That's kind of a you expect something big and some good plays. Now again, map 1 will be Cafe. The rest of the maps tonight will be Consulate, followed by Clubhouse. To be honest, I really don't want to watch Consulate. I'm hoping no matter who wins it, it's a quick 7-0 and get us out of there. Now looking at the ban screen, let's see if we can go over who did not want to play where, because that can be very telling for how teams like to be. Bank, Chalet, and Lair all banned by Team Foolish. Now, that's a bit of an odd one, because Bank is kind of a direct-to-site. You don't need to take full map control and go over. Whereas Chalet is. That's one of those ones you got to pull, that library side to take over to offices, or offices to take library. You got to have all that control of map to take. Where Bank really, as long as you can hit towards site, you can then spin the guns out. They're easy direct sites. Lair kind of falls into this weird category of in between, but I lean it more towards what Bank is, a direct take, hold that site. So, seeing as they pick Cafe, maybe we're going to see Team Foolish lean more into that direct take kind of play. Where you only pull vertical over top, and that's it. Looking at Virginia Tech, though, they banned Border, Nighthaven, and Skyscraper. 3 maps that very well say you have to pull some control just to take. However, their pick, I believe, was Consulate, which, again, you kind of got to put it in there the same way that you would put in, like Lair or, these other maps, where, yes, you do have to have some footing on Consulate. However, they're very, very direct from outside lanes that a lot of teams will split through and take. But I don't think map control is going to be quite as big. Then last but not least, we will see Clubhouse. Clubhouse, just one of the full side control maps. If you cannot gain control of a side of the map and gunfight your way across, you will never be able to pull any control in this game. Someone said, watch out Virginia Tech, Hayden might be sober. We see the memes coming, alright. We have the last Team Foolish player in, waiting on one more Virginia Tech guy, and then we will get rolling. And, assuming this last guy actually wants to join up, and he is now in here. I'm ready to go, chat. I don't know about you guys. I don't know even about the teams, but I am ready. Caster ready, and we will be underway to Cafe momentarily. Yo, I didn't say Bank was a full over. That's why I just said that, dog. Alrighty, welcome back in, chat. We'll have the first set of bands rolling in now, as we see the Azami and the Blackbeard pull. Now, Azami and Blackbeard, not a bad setup. It looks like Virginia Tech is preparing for any sort of heavy aggression that we will see coming from Team Foolish. And Team Foolish, just off of that ban alone, tells me we're probably going to see the Mira, as they don't want to see these maps change too much. Now, Akaid would also not be a bad ban, but there it goes. And the Execute operator himself, Grim, being pulled off the board, yeah, that tells me what we need to know about what we're going to see Virginia Tech playing like. They don't want that aggression. They don't want to deal with, you know, those heavy instant attack plays, and they're eliminating it off the board almost immediately. But we will see Shrine disconnecting due to an audio bug. Let me open up map ban this time really quick on my phone. That way I can have full control over the overlays. I mean, not the actual overlays that you guys see, but more or less the ones that are in game. Whoever's here, give me 1 second. Oh, what's up?
Hey.
You good, bro? You're cutting out. Hello? Curse? Did you die?
Hello, Hello?
Bro, your mic is doo-doo.
Yo. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you in lobby yet?
Yeah, we're already started.
Bro, really?
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't even know. Hold on. Let me
It's
post it on the page.
It is 0-0 right now. And dog, you are disconnecting like a mother.
Am I lagging that bad?
Oh yeah, it's constantly cutting out. My stream is gonna yell at me from how bad you sound. So what's up, Curse? How you feeling? You got your new team coming out here, the old Mako's Goons reskin coming in as now your main Team Foolish team. Any looks that you think we should see from them? Do you expect some high aggression plays? Do you expect some maybe easy wins for them, or what do you expect?
Honestly, like I said, I'm very excited for this new roster. I can't wait to see what they can do. They just got back from Philly land after scrimming some very competitive teams. So with that...
Oh, you're cutting out again?
You're casting our main team, their first game under the org.
Alright. So we got some main team hype. Hey, I hate to do it to you, but we are now into the round. You're actually filling some good time filler there as we were waiting for a reconnect. But I'm gonna have to let you go while we're playing. You all go with that, Curse?
Thank you so much.
Yep. I'll talk to you after the game. We'll get you in for an interview. I know you're probably watching right now. When the game comes back live, you'll be here. Trust me. Let me just quickly tab and pull up OBS. That way I can make sure I don't crash. As we can see up here, a top-down vertical hold going to be very, very important. They do have a castle and a Malusi to set this up, as well as hopefully the Valkyrie is going to be playing below.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
I don't see any actual spawn peaks coming yet, which, come on, man. Everybody loves a very, very good spawn peak. Yo, Jixie, he was on his phone, disconnected. Team Foolish is his org. He just wanted to come in and give some hype to the, the new team on the block. Drywall, I mean, getting rid of his safety net rotate out of there. Can no longer now just dive out for cover. And we get a rush into sight. They already have control. Plate is going down. Instantaneous now. Mako just doing his best to try and defend. Fallacy finding one. Demko being denied on the defuse. As he goes to as the blitz goes to reset, the Jaeger drops hatch, taking him down. And oh my god, we see Virginia Tech instantly lighting up the scoreboard now. It's just Roflex, last alive. In a 1v4. Swung by that smoke, that SMG going to be doing a lot of damage in this close quarters combat. However, Drywall is taken down. Roflex picking one up. What a very, very hectic moment. And I'm being told to watch DK go. He hits gaps. Casting was going good till someone had to ruin it. Bro, ain't nobody ruin it. We're here and we are back into it. Look at this. Up above play from Nuvian. Really, really smart. Hoki really concerned about this drone. And Roflux just more worried about droning in than probably what's going to be standing right above him. And a smart play being made to rotate out. But now all the defenders turning their attention upwards. As a hatch drop comes, Roflux will drop straight into Nuvian. And, I mean, that was a pretty good defending round. The attack started extremely strong. They took advantage where they could. But Virginia Tech, as soon as that execute was called that they knew was coming, they decided to just rotate it around. I mean, a smart, adjustment made by Virginia right in the middle of a game. See, I don't even have a pack of gum laying here. I like to chew gum while I'm casting. I don't chew it into the mic. I need something to, sit here and just chew on or something. Even cough drops. I might have some of those. But a kitchen hold now coming to set up. Looks like they will have a good extension over to the bakery side. And a Maestro on board. I mean, Maestro is typically not something you see until you get into the higher levels of competitive play. Tier 1 uses him quite a bit. T2 here and there. T3 and T4. It's kind of an oddity. But I am very happy to see it. Flipping upstairs now, we will see Goyo going for his hatches to prep there. In the head holes. Something, I don't know who here was watching last night, but those head holes were never made the entire games that we casted last night there. So to see them finally coming out is a good thing. I like the aggression. I like aggro holds. It gives you something to talk about. The action is intense, and that is, again, just something that's super fun. And a top-down take is coming as all 5 attackers go to the roof. This defense, I mean, they really aren't setting up anybody third floor. Everyone's just chilling down on first. Kind of more of a bunker-styled hold, as they don't care what these attackers do. However, Legion will be trying to peek himself up red stairs. Could result in him eating a lot of unnecessary damage, though, as you hear the drones coming in. Mako and Fallacy going to be leading that charge. Roflux and Decimo just walking it down, taking third floor control. And Decimo sprinting the white stairs. I mean, he does have Hoki down here to deal with. But, I mean, is that really a bad fight? I don't think so. If he takes a good swing onto him, as deadly as that Vector is, it could result in him picking one up. However, vertical play being done by Decimo as he's trying to shoot down. Drywall will eat quite a few rounds. Roflux now opening up on red stairs side. And that will give them control straight over top of the coat check. However, Decimo eating tons of damage here from Drywall. Not enough to take either side down. Both parties still rocking. And Roflux going to slowly keep probing these red stairs. The vertical is being ripped open. They didn't even think to bring a ram, though. I think a ram would have done them much better in this situation than what a Zofia really has to offer, or an Ash. Yeah, you can't get rid of operators like Fallacy, who's on the ace. You can't really get rid of a Nomad, nor a Blitz. This Blitz will be very, very keen to how they continue on with these takes, as they are starting to run low on time. We got Deathstreak just shooting to make some noise, I believe, on Christmas side. The drop now coming towards the main bakery. And Blitz and Decimo now setting up to run in. They have Roflux playing red stairs behind him. Fallacy going to be hitting his drone work. And then Deathstreak playing the small bakery. And with the close wall being opened, that pretty much guarantees that they're going to get aggressive, pushing Maestro out of bakery. If they would have continued on holding that vertical, they might have found a good pick. But the bakery execute is in. Roflux eating a lot of damage off those Legion mines as he tries to work his way down red. But it doesn't matter much as Deathstreak is coming in now to get aggressive on that. Some good swings coming. A lot of long angles being played. We have Shrine holding down Bar with that DMR. Nuvian finding Decimo. Deathstreak taken down. Fallacy finding Drywall. Mako taking Nuvian. Fallacy has got to go for this plant. Hayden is out. And here comes the blitz. This is where, again, where the blitz needs to shine. However, the bomb sites will be defended as he gets a down onto Ace as Ace is going for that plant. Virginia Tech winning another kitchen service side now. I mean, I got a feeling these timers are going to be pretty deadly towards Team Foolish as they have been super slow going forward.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Now a third floor hold finally coming in for what has typically been a primary site for as long as I can remember in competitive play. This is one of the first times I haven't seen it come out within the first 2 rounds. Oh. Excuse me, chat. Feeling a little stuffy. The weather's changing. But as Virginia Tech goes for their setups, they do have that smoke on board yet again. And I mean, he wasn't super pivotal to that downstairs defense, but he definitely held the time up like they needed.
Attackers' objective is to defuse the bomb.
And the Valkyrie going to be oh so important right now, as will the Warden, as we do see a Ying on standby. Fallacy prepping it. We got Mako, who's been sticking with that blitz. It seems like he might be their dedicated shield. Or maybe he's just going to play blitz because the Blackbeard's off table. I'm seeing a lot of love for Mako and his team of goons on Team Foolish. I mean, that love is cool and all, but they gotta pick up some rounds, you know. Be something, you know, to back that love that they're receiving. Roflux playing the upstairs, trying to maybe take a pick off that hatch, or off the skylight. Really don't think it's gonna work out the way he wants. Now everybody's linking up, and they're going to do a hard, I believe, reading side terrace push in. As Mako immediately starts running down the Valkyrie. Instead, the C4 lands. We're going to see Deathstreak find Hayden. Vertical being played by Hoki. Shrine picking 1. However, Decimo finding a kill. Shrine taking a 2nd. And a Valkyrie Nuvian still alive after all of this. Fallacy and Decimo now left in a 2v3. No HP left on Decimo either. I mean, things are looking very, very bleak as this team is prepping for whatever execute they can come up with. 2 track stingers still in pocket, so at least he can kind of deny any sort of rotate up that Shrine will be making as he makes his way up red stairs. C4 being pre-placed. I think he says, hey guys, I'm just going to wait for them to try and come in. They don't even have a hard breacher though to get this wall open next to him. Now the drone's going to be going in there to, you know, at least be as annoying as possible. As Shrine rotates himself back up white stairs. A hot drop coming red stairs. That is Fallacy rotating in with the Ying. Pulling in close to maybe a gunfight here. He's got 3 guns on him. There's, again, not a whole lot he can do in this situation he's in. However, Nuvian said, I'm just going to push up and be him. Swinging the world. We got Decimo now trying to walk him down. He found his gap that he needed. He is coming across the bar, but taken out by Shrine. Shrine just picking a lot of kills there. As Virginia Tech continues this little bit of a reign of dominance that they've been expelling. Oh my. Like I said, this weather change is getting me. Oh, I feel sick. So last set of bands coming in. I mean, this is typically where you'll see, yeah, I was about to say the Blitz and the Valkyrie come out. Because the Blitz has been ultra annoying to them. And I believe that Valkyrie has been one of the most key pieces of utility that this defense has had in their pockets. Right now, all Team Foolish and Mako and his goons can do is pray that they can bring this up to a 3-3 split. However, they will be getting their defenses back. And this is a very, very defender-sided map.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
I mean, it's a 50-50 map, but defenses tend to win out more likely than not. If you can attack very well on Cafe, you are just going to win the night. We now have a reading room setup coming, and they are pulling some vertical up here. However, they did not bring the typical castle setup that you will always see. So that kind of leaves a very, very big opening for Foolish to come through, assuming that they can exploit it the way that they intend to. As we see Mako swapping himself now onto the Monty, it looks like he will be their dedicated shield player. And I mean, I really don't blame him. Those shields can be very scary. Decimo pulling up with the Ram, finally bringing some of that vertical soft breach that they've been desperately needing. However, let's just hope it's enough for them to actually take through sight. Now, last time they were here, they did try a very, very quick rush plant coming in. And honestly, it almost succeeded. Had Virginia Tech not heard it or seen, you know, maybe lost a pick, they probably would have got that plant off and probably taken that first round. Could it have been the momentum shift that we're expecting it to have been? I mean, I would say yes. There's a very, very good possibility that, you know, Foolish winning that first round could have changed how this map's been played out. However, right now, it's just super, super defender-sided as Virginia Tech have pulled 3 straight on them. Faz is saying, fight back, please. I mean, absolutely, they need to. Decimo trying to lead the charge in with his boys. Pulling up close. And they will be starting to rip open that bathroom wall, forcing Drywall Muncher to sprint himself back towards Whiteside. And there's Hayden giving out the live pings. They know the Monty is now pushing in close. Looking over, we got Death Street coming down red stairs, looking for Mozzie. Almost finding him with a wall bang. However, Deathmark does fail. Why? Because they have a mute. That mute has been really, really good all game. And, ooh, look at Mozzie standing super close. Decimo finding Drywall. Hoke finding Decimo. Roflux being found by Nuvian. C4 from below. And we got Hoke now trying to fight his way back up the vertical. Swapping over to Hayden. We'll see him actually take the Monty out. Being kind of pinched in here. Getting a great swing. Finding the Deimos. And then, ooh, being found by Fallacy, though. Hoke picking the round for his team. And we will see Hayden actually stay alive as Virginia Tech now pull up 4-0. I mean, I hate to say it, but Virginia Tech is hitting a lot of shots right now. You know, they have Nuvian, who is 6-1, Shrine, who is 4-1, and Hoke, who has yet to die at 3-0. I mean, the only person who's not hitting shots is Drywall Muncher, and he's playing smoke. He's 0-4 with 5 assists. Right now, Team Foolish does not have that luxury on their team, as they are all negative except Fallacy, who is 3-3. A couple shots need to land for them to pull a round in their favor. Right now, I think they're just over-aggressive. They came into this game, I think, with a higher mentality than what, you know, what needs to be thought of. They need to get more into that game day mentality and less of that game after mentality. Curse, you need to send me a pack of bubblegum so I have something to chew on sitting here. Flipping up, let's see what this defense is looking like. We do see the typical aggression hold over here on the Freezer side. They, however, did not choose to reinforce that single wall there. Instead, they left it soft with the holes next to it. Things might not look good. And I'm getting word from Killer Clone. Hayden is sober. It is over for Foolish. I'm also seeing Nyx. I don't know who Nyx is, but he is not sober. So there is no chance. Hey, and Steelers Fan 02 followed me. What's up, Steelers Fan 02? I'm also a Steelers fan. I need you, because I hope you stay in my chat, to give me live updates of how the Steelers game is going. Everybody in chat needs to do that, because I need to know. I'm missing watching the Steelers game for this. Which I think the game is on tonight. But we see a bakery prep push coming. And here comes the Monty playing off that smart Rewara, running in and taking that bakery control. The smoke landing behind Monty now, forcing the Fenrir out of position. Fenrir losing his gunfight. Mako finding one with his pistol. Eats a lot of damage, but that's the Monty's job, is to be the Reinhardt, be the tank. Now it is up to just Shrine chilling there on that soft wall, finding a pick. Roflux finding Hayden, though. 4v2 as the Dokubi call comes out. And Roflux letting it eat, finding the headshot there on the Shrine. Now it's just Hoke with a very, very long angle onto Roflux. There's the impact just for a little bit of a sound cue. As he goes to swing, Fallacy will find him with that Twitch DMR. I mean, it's not World War's DMR too, but you know, the 416, kind of iconic to Twitch. As Team Foolish pulls their first round of the game, I believe Diffuser did get planted there too. Last defense of the half, and now we're going to see Virginia Tech pulling it upstairs to Bar Cocktail. I mean, that should go in their favor. It's Bar Cocktail is very, very defender-sided, as we all know. Oh, I dropped my controller. Third quarter, Steelers are 13-10. Can I see the game really fast? Let me tab back to this. And we will watch the setup coming from the castle. Because honestly, castle up here right now isn't something you see super common. Now, yes, he can be useful, but at the same time, is he for right now? Not really. Oh, the game is live.
Introducing
Yes. And the spawn peek coming from Shrine almost immediately. He wants to get aggressive. He wants to put Team Foolish on a hoodie as he just continues to shoot everything. Trapping one in spawn and finding Decimo's head. Shrine, the ultra aggression is paying off for him so far. Up to 6-2. And giving his team the advantage to maybe go 5-1 in the split. If you're able to pull a 5-1 on the defense, I mean, defender-sided map, but pulling at least 2 attack rounds isn't the end of the world. But Deathstreak, evening things up for his team, will find Hayden, the sober man, with a good headshot as he was sitting BC, played from the window, resulting in a nice heady. Losing your Ash this early on is about the same as losing your Goyo. Now, yes, it sucks. You're down a body. You're down one of the best guns in the game. But it's really not the end of the world. A good pop there onto that Goyo canister to deny any sort of jump in. However, we do have Monty trying to rush up and be aggressive. Shots coming from the smoke as the smoke goes for a wide swing. And Castle, who's down below, will now start to rotate up. I don't think they actually have any cameras on him. And now he's just deciding, hey, it's going to be a smarter play for me to run away. But that's not going to stop Nuvian, as Nuvian is the one now making his way forward. C4 placed, ripped and gripped, and almost killing Fallacy. Nuvian is gunned down by Deathstreak, though. We have Monty taking control of BC corner and rotating up, trying to take that bathroom. Mako eats a ton of damage off his arch nemesis, the Smoke. Yeah, Monty versus Smoke is a tale as old as time. Flash is coming in, and we will see Deathstreak take a triple kill and catch the rotating Smoke. However, a C4 finding Mako and Shrine will put an end to his Deathstreak's reign of terror. 2v2, it is Hokey and Shrine up, but Roflux will find Shrine. Hokey missing that spray with the SMG, but the shotgun lands, picking one. Now it's a 1v1 close quarter combat. Very low HP on both sides. I mean, Fallacy does kind of have the advantage. He had that live ping there, but Hoke only has 30 seconds that he needs to stare about. Who cares about the Siege commentary? Just do the Steelers commentary? Bro, on God, I could. This Fallacy is now trying for a plant down. Let's see Hoke hit the rotate through from bathroom. Fallacy now knows that he's got to be playing close. He's going to tuck in, but the SMG is better in that CQB. Finding the headshot as Fallacy takes him down, giving Virginia Tech the 5-1 split that they were looking for as they make this game a lot easier for themselves. As we swap halves and we look at the bands, we're going to go over the Steelers game, where we see Brian Sauls hit a 50-yard field goal. He also had a 38-yard field goal and a touchdown from Skylar Thompson to McCutcheon for 24 yards, with Chris Boswell hitting the extra point. Really, that's all they can score. First band's rolling in. We'll see the Clash and the Ace gone. I mean, I don't hate it. I actually really do like a Clash ban. Ace is very, very good. And then the Grim and the Valkyrie going. Yeah, Virginia Tech want to make this attack as easy as they can, and Clash and Valk are both super annoying to deal with. So I don't hate them. I understand it. It's honestly a great play. Minimize the Steelers game. We did just see a 5-yard breakout run from their running back. I guess this is 2 minutes after it happens. You'll hear it, but yeah, cool. Foolish now setting up for their kitchen defense. Coming in here, going to try and set up aggressively. I mean, they need to win these gunfights if they're setting them up. Head holes being made, rotate holes being made. They're going to hold Bakery very strong. We don't see anything right now for the Freezer side. However, I expect that to change. On the attack, though, they do have the access to a Blackbeard. Now, he can be probably one of the best operators in the game if played right. And we'll see that pick 6 feature being used by every single Virginia Tech player, as they must have flipped a page in the strat book. Now we have a Deimos, Ram, Flores, Rawara, and Jackal coming. They definitely hate these roamers, as you can tell by 2 anti-roam characters of Jackal and Deimos. And then I think that Rawara using that DMR with a hollow sight is pretty much very, very indicative of a hard push coming. However, Drywall seems more intent on just trying to phantom pressure around sight or on the other side of the map than anything. You have to watch. These phantom pressures do sound like a good idea, but you just give the defense some runouts and jump outs. Third floor being drone cleared instead of face cleared, which I'm not gonna hate it. It's a smart play. If you just drone it out, you don't risk a body to do the same thing. It doesn't, go quite as quick, and there are usually some gaps, but it doesn't matter. We now have Shrine, who's going to be dropping himself down into the laundry side. I mean, they have him now on drones. The defenders know that they are being poked and prodded. Nobody's really rotating up to be aggressive, except now here comes Mako and Roflux. Red Stairs prepping a double swing off of one another. They needed to hold some vertical here. Because, as you can hear right there, that Ram is going to get aggressive and get annoying. But Deathstreak will find Shrine up through the vertical, pulling the 7-4 top fragger down. And a great play from him. The Ram just obliterating the site as we know it, though. Everything being open. And here comes Hoke. Deimos tracking. And it has Deathstreak now trapped into the coat check. And I mean, I want to say it's an easy grenade, but he doesn't have them. Hayden finding Roflex, though, as Virginia Tech pulls another body. Nobody making any plays to actually come down here. Fallacy finding Nuvian. That's the Ram gone. She used all utility, though, so she was nothing more than a walking gun. And here comes Drywall. He's 0-6 with 7 assists. The jump in from Hayden has 2 guys pinned over in his coat check area, with Castle eating some, Deathstreak eating a little bit. And up comes Drywall now. They're going to be prepping the double swing as Drywall watches the rotate out and Hayden tries to clear straight in. And Drywall deciding to abandon it as they come up here for Wall. Fallacy eating a couple of shots. The Wall is being watched, though, from outside a bar. And he needs to pull his gadget. That shotgun close is very, very deadly. The C4 does miss, though. It is all up to Fallacy now to keep this defense on point where he is at. And Hayden is taken down by Mako. Mako going for a great swing, which gives Fallacy the time to run up and shotgun Drywall right in the face. A smart play there by Mako and Fallacy working together and swinging off of one another, giving Foolish their second round. We might see a comeback. I mean, I'm not saying it's doubted, but it is definitely possible.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
This time, the upstairs defensive Foolish coming in. They do have Mira on board, which, I mean, I was going to say, abuse her while you can, If you play her a little bit too well, though, I know she's going to be pulled off. Maybe that's why they're pocketing the castle, though. Because what a lot of pro-level teams are doing is they pocket operators that they are very, very good with. You know, until after this second ban phase. Hold on. Who just joined my VC? Okay, I'm leaving. I don't know who that guy is, so I'm going to go up here to the Caster's Lounge.
Chunk out of that ass.
You guys didn't hear that. And we're going to chill up here in Caster's Lounge. Sorry, I just swapped PCs. Someone joined me just randomly out of the blue. I don't know him. But a 4-man side over on Christmas, or I guess that's Christmas. I don't know the spawns in this map. And full roof control now coming. I mean, I'd like to have seen somebody maybe, you know, play downstairs to sneak up white. Maybe some window play here. And it looks just like what Ying is trying to do. The drone's coming in. The track sticker's going down from drywall. It looks like Virginia Tech are going to aggressively now play for red. However, drywall is gunned down by Roflex. First pick going in the favor of Team Foolish. And they need to find another. Hoke has downstairs now. There's nobody on the rooms. And he is clear to just kind of walk around downstairs as he pleases. Hayden sending his body in. And it will be shot. But that pretty much proves that, hey, there's a gap here. Hayden now dropping to try and exploit it. What a bad thing with doing that with an Iona clone is, once you know, take that gap the first time, they know about it and they are prepping for it. And it doesn't matter as Roflux will find Hayden. Shrine does get the rappel in. However, Hoke will get a nice refrag, taking Decimo out, and then he's running down Brown, going for safety. Nuvian still chilling on this top heaven window. Shrine watching his drop down now. And again, VT, Virginia Tech need to make some sort of play here if they want to take a round off of Foolish. Foolish absolutely locking it in so far on their defenses. And here comes the Yangs as we see a team kill from Nubian. Hoke, I guess, trying to walk up. Fallacy finding a long angle, taking him down. And that team kill is what spelled disaster and I think put the nail in the coffin for any hope on this round. Unless we see Shrine pull a 4K out of nowhere. Chad, I'm going to have to say this one is done. Default cameras are gone. And all we see is an oof in chat. Everybody's now locking up to hold some angles. Yep. Be ready for a nice, solid 45 seconds of doing absolutely nothing. A floor bang was coming, though. Shrine going, oh my god, there's one up there after the fire gets returned down to him. And we see Roflux now rotating down red stairs. I mean, they want to maybe take a swing fight to him. But VT need to maybe use this as an impromptu timeout. I mean, same can be said for Foolish. Use this time as a little bit of your own built-in timeout. Just to hear talk about what you need to change as a team. What you need to do better. Roflux coming down, coming in for a swing. We're also going to see, I believe, Flores, or, what's it? Yeah, Flores. God, that's the attacker. Tuberal coming down here for a swing, and he will pick it up. Roflex says he cooked me. I mean, you did have your pistol out, bro. Not really quite as prepared as what you needed to be. Team Polish. Polish? The Polish team. Picking their second round in a row as they push for a comeback. The Steelers are still winning against the Carolina Panthers. And they kicked another field goal. Guys, they're good at kicking field goals. Just like every other season. They can't score a point on offense. Their defense scores more. But they can kick field goals. The Reading Room defense coming. They will have a castle coming up to play. As well as the Aruni gates. Which, I mean, between the two of them, they should be able to lock a site down very hard. Plus a Mira on board too. Man. If Virginia Tech are able to enter towards site, I mean, without doing a direct take through the short door,
10 seconds to go.
I think Foolish has enough intel and slow ability
5 seconds to go.
that we won't be seeing Virginia Tech at least take a traditional push towards site.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Plus the Malusian that smoke. What is this lineup? This is quite literally the FU lineup. I don't want to see you line up. The call me next week lineup. Looking at this attack, though, they do have the Capitao and Nuvian playing as the Ying. Hayden on Ram, Drywall playing as an Ashe, and Shrine playing as the Dokkaebi. I expect a very, very aggressive take through here from Ashe. I mean, I seen her sprinting towards the short take door, and I just kind of figured that was going to be, you know, the end of it. She was just going to run right in and take into sight. Because truth be told, there's nobody watching it. The head holes are there. I mean, you know, the vertical holes are there, but who's to actually stop you if you just sprint right in past them? We see Virginia Tech trying to prep up a take here, but those long-angled mirrors set up on the white side over towards freezer, or I guess storage, that becomes a lot more challenging. And to be honest, that Vector is not the best gun for this situation. As we see Drywall trying to get a swing off here, and so far not finding one. However, Hayden is in, taking bar side. We got Hoke clearing up red stairs, and he's going to be ripping open Cigar Lounge. And if this Ying lands just right, that will blind out the mirror and give pretty much a free push in here for Hayden. We see Mako eating some damage up top, choosing to run away as the castle instead of continuing on that fight. They need to do something to hold the Cigar Lounge. Flash is hitting the Malusi as we see again the take coming. Here comes Ashe rotating up. Hayden playing the Ram, holding it, and Drywall Muncher swinging up, taking a pick onto Decimo. Taking another swing, taking down Deathstreak, refragging his boy Hayden. And then there is a player down below that is Fallacy, and finding Fallacy up to a 3K. I mean, two more and he has himself an ace, and he puts himself right back in contention for being in a very, very high spot on this leaderboard. Mako finding Hoke, but Shrine getting the refrag. Now it is Roflux last alive at a 1v3 as Virginia Tech starts a hard push around site. They have a lot of vertical open. They do have a live drone down there on Roflux. I got a feeling we're about to see Shrine go in and get himself a plant down. They want to have this execute ready. Drywall also dropping. Oh no, will he have time to get that barricade out of his way though? Choosing to cover now. Shrine sprints just straight in through. Roflux has got to deny it. He goes up top, finds Nuvian. But, oh, Drywall hitting the 4K. Taking Roflux down from down below. Flashed by his own teammate. Will pick the kill, putting Virginia Tech into match point. Now we hit this last final ban phase. I honestly don't know who we're going to see leaving the board because neither team has abused an operator to a point where they need to go. Besides maybe seeing Dokkaebi getting pulled away. But even at that, I still don't think she's the most powerful. And the Ying and the castle are now gone. Let's see. Oh. Steelers are missing a lot of players. And why is Calvin Austin still questionable to play? Brother, he was out the full season last year. Just release this man. Why are we paying him to have a roster spot when he hasn't even played an NFL snap? I'm annoyed at the Steelers. I'm about to become an Eagles fan. A kitchen side setup coming from Foolish. And they will be doing a bakery extension. Rotate hole made up in freezer. And it looks like they're also going to have an aggressive white hold, maybe played by Frost. Which isn't bad. I mean, it's kind of an easier take from VIP. But we know they like to play someone co-check side. So it looks like kind of a spread thin, but strongly playing refrags and lines of sight to one another. They could give Foolish a round here. Looking upstairs, it looks like Mako maybe going for a spawn peek. A spawn peek here is Mako break for this team. He's got one on his window, and Shrine will find him. That way too quick aggression could cost his team the map now, as Virginia Tech is already starting up very strong on their match point. Hoke still up though. He's got that Deimos, and I mean that's a great operator to keep things in your favor. Everybody on this defense is now just chilling down in sight. They lost all of their cameras, which is really bad. But thankfully, Roflux has yet to even place his BP. I mean, that BP in sight could be, you know, deadly. White side being pulled open, and Nuvian is going to start ripping open that vertical upstairs. We do have Shrine taking some damage, but he is going to walk straight up onto Death Streak. Go for a swing there onto Roflux, up to a 3K. And will be taken out by Decimo from a long angle drywall. We'll find Fallacy. Drywall killing himself though. And Hoke almost being ripped, I believe, from the vertical. Or no, that's not Hoke. That was Nuvian. Decimo now 1v3, 1 HP in a dream to keep his team alive in this map. And Hoke is just going to keep swinging for long angles. But Nuvian will pick him up, giving the map now to Virginia Tech, as we'll be moving on to map 2. I mean, Shrine just absolutely lighting up that scoreboard. What do you expect, man? He is coming out like he's got people praying to him. Everybody's saying good map now as we prep to move on to Consulate. Man, I hate that map. I mean, I don't know how many times I gotta say it. I hate Consulate. It is Consulate, right? Yep. Horrible map. It's just honestly the worst map in the game. A map that they need to get rid of. And let me go to the scoreboard and give the right side their first little ding. For those of you wondering when the scene comes back, you're gonna see little dots. Oh, I'm gonna go count that as a map win for Virginia Tech. There we go. When the scoreboard comes back up, the dot next to Virginia Tech is their score. That's them having 1 point. Foolish did have somebody disconnect. They're working on getting him back in. He's just doing a quick restart of his game. Honestly, after that last map, I just gotta say, you know, like, they need to pull better gunfights in their favor. You know, they played very well at times, but Foolish just did not have the gunfights going their way. When you had Shrine swinging the way he was, Nuvian playing how he did, and then Drywall Muncher just out of nowhere, maybe he just punched his wall, grabbed himself a piece, and took a bite and just started gunning out. That's all I can think of. You know, he needed some drywall to eat. Just locks it in and starts doing absolutely insane. Great plays from him. Really quick, I'm going to open up my Twitch chat. And maybe send us to a quick commercial break. That way we can get it out of the way before we get into the map. Yeah, okay. Yep, that's where it's at. Yeah, gonna hit us with a quick commercial break and then we'll go into the game. 2-minute ad break. We got Nixon here saying, haven't touched this in a minute, locking back in. Bro, if you're sober right now, I just gotta say, congratulations. You're doing amazing. Whether it's 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, 1 decade. To those of you who are getting clean and staying clean, and where that is your prerogative, someone who, you know, I used to work for a rehab facility, it was impressive to see people, you know, who managed to battle like they do every day and come out winning. To those of you who are subscribed, how you doing? You know, what's up? Y'all aren't enjoying the ad break, I don't think. Or wait, maybe, I don't know if the ad break's gonna be hitting or if you're gonna be getting back just now. I don't know. But Verge, thank you for the follow. Nix, thank you for the follow. Steelers fan, thanks for the follow. Fallen Magician, thank you. Ready, it's Kato. And Love Aki, thank y'all. You guys are gonna, like, make me hit my goal, like, already. Like, it's insane. I just activated this follower goal, and I think I'm already almost back to it. Like, where do I view my goals at? Again, we're just waiting on the teams to get in here and get ready. So not much I can really even chat about, as again, we don't have actual like stats for the league yet. Hopefully those will be input very soon, because I want to have stuff to talk about. I want to be able to talk about operators, map bans, all that good jazz. Seeing as how we are going to console, though, I guess we can talk about the map a little bit. I was calling this a direct to take site. Something kind of that plays like Bank, you know, where you're not just clearing to take map control on, I don't know, like library side of Chalet, just so you can have office side. Like, it doesn't play like that. We're gonna see Consulate, which more or less plays into, well, actually kind of like Chalet, not like Bank. So yeah, Consulate, I hope to see some good pushes coming over. It was Virginia Tech's pick of the maps, so I mean, hopefully they do very well on it. I'm not sure who's getting defense first. I believe it will be Team Foolish. Make sure I'm not missing nothing. No. Yeah, Team Foolish will be pulling defense first, so let's hope Virginia Tech knows how to attack this map, as it is their pick. I'm at 471 followers already? Oh my god. I don't know where to view my... I set my goal. I think my goal I set for, like... my goal was 480? Like, for this month... Well, this month I already hit, like, yesterday, which was hitting 470. So I set another goal of 480 for myself. The main goal is 500 by the end of the year. If I can get up to 500 followers, oh my god. I mean, like, my TikTok, I'm at... Bro, how many views now? Oh! 11.2 thousand. 11.2 thousand views. I'm gaining some followers, but I'm getting a ton of likes and messages. Bro, holy crap. $11.2 thousand. Bro, 11.2. I was responding to some of the comments because there's people everywhere. But oh my god, I'm in shell shock right now. That's insane. Oh my god. Has me on 7 ads, dog. I don't have you on 7 ads. That's Twitch for you. Doesn't matter because we're not even in game yet. Until right now. Everybody is back. And now the caster is ready. Everybody's saying they're ready. And it looks like we will be heading into Consulate. And welcome back. We're in. And Foolish taking their defense. They're going to be getting rid of the Blackbeard first. Clash pulled off the board by Virginia Tech. I mean, pretty decent so far. Hoping to see maybe like a Ying band come in here. Or something. And then for the defense, I mean, maybe just Castle. Flores and Mira. I mean, two very, very good utilitarian pieces, especially that Mira. Always good to see her get pulled off the board because, I mean, she's just deadly and annoying. Back-to-back maps. Gotta fix the audio. Yo, come on in here. You know what? You know what? Let's go. Gen VC. Let's go.
Now, please.
No, let's go.
Out of that
Nah,
ass.
let's go. Trying to get him the fight. Come on. Get in here. Get in, Jen. Ooh, yeah, new Dexter episode Friday. I haven't even started watching the new series season. Probably should. I think it'd be fun. Fallacy, have I said your name a lot, bro? Yeah, I mean, if you join, I'm gonna say your name more. It's quite simple. All right, no, you want to pull it like that? No, I'm not gonna say your name. I expect an ace. Come on. I'm on hard support. I can't do all that. We gotta give it to him. He has been playing hard support for a lot of the games, and he's been doing pretty decent at it. But he gets no praise off of me. Thank you, Nick, for sending in this screenshot. Not sure who you are. But the unpause is hitting now. Oh. We're finally getting map 2 underway. Now, Virginia Tech making an absolute statement on that last map. Going 7-3. Like, I mean, they're not saying bullying, but something I'm noticing a lot within the community right now is teams like Akron, Ohio, or Akron University, now Virginia Tech, or the USAE team. They are very, very well coordinated, and it's what pulls them a lot of rounds. Virginia Tech seems to have that factor, plus pretty decent aim to go along with it, which is honestly proving to be quite a challenge for the Team Foolish. However, I do expect to see maybe Team Foolish put up a better fight now that they're on the defense first and able to set the tone and pace that they want to set from the start. We will be seeing a Tachanka play coming from Mako because there is nothing stronger in the game than Tachanka besides maybe the shirtless Tachanka. I'd have a button that when I hit that, it pops up the picture of shirtless Tachanka sitting there flexing. And as for the attack, they do have, I mean, kind of preparations for what could be a rush plant coming as Hoke is playing as the Yang. They have the Grim Bees on standby. Hayden, who can play below with that shotgun. And then Drywall, who's able to just push everybody. I mean, everything is here to make a rush play happen. I just don't think that's the execute that they really have in mind. But I do believe it's what they are trying to bait into happening. You know, if you can bait them well enough, you can bait them out. You can make them believe that you're going to hit a rush play. And as you can see down here, we got Hayden who's set up in West Corridor. And then Shrine, who's in Visa's office. If he takes these Visa stairs after baiting the rush plant and all defenders swap to look, he can honestly pull maybe an easy kill or two. The smoke here's Drywall Muncher dropping and will instead be now electing to burn his canisters early, slow him down. Decimo, I mean, it's a pretty decent job by him. But he's going to try go for a swing now. And instead, as he goes to swing out and watch yellow side, he should have been paying attention to Hayden down below. Hayden getting first pick of the map. Already trying to open things up a little bit for Virginia Tech. As without smoke, that means that this is a lot harder to push into. Mako has got to stay up. He will be the one stopping any sort of defuse, but Drywall Muncher's just going to swing him. The Grimbees coming in. They now know where Deathstreak is. And down below, they do have the play by Buck as Fallacy goes for a swing onto Drywall. Shrine is gunned down by Reflux. The two MP7s have got to make a play together, trying to stay up. They've got to do something to hit a defuse here. Drywall is playing very close, finding another kill here. Already starting this game better than he started the last. Pulling 2 in a row. Now it's just Deathstreak in a 1v. Going for a swing, will pick it up. But everything open below by Buck is going to lay so much damage. It's almost unwinnable, and it will be. As Virginia Tech picks up the first round of map 2. Let me go over here to map ban and punch that in. I mean, a very, very strong round from both teams. I just believe that Team Foolish lost a couple lives way too early on in that. Like, losing that smoke when they did is a bad thing. You know. Then Mako, their Tachanka, their last beacon of hope to deny that plant being gunned down. I mean, it was a hard round to lose, and it was theirs for the taking. They just could not lock themselves in quite enough to get it done. Wonder if Tony's live. We'll go raid him after this game. And thank you, Blickies, for the follow. Foolish pulling the upstairs defense again. This time abandoning the Tachanka idea. I mean, I wouldn't have. Tachanka is one of the best operators for defending against that plant style. Because he has those fire grenades. Like, I mean, the fire, you know, it's a slow tick damage, but it's enough to kill everybody. And you can't say anything bad about that SMG because that is one of the better SMGs in this game. We see everybody on this attack side immediately pulling for roof as they're going to set up to pretty much play exactly how they did last round. Drywall gonna definitely be dropping yellow side like he did last time. We got Hayden, who's already lurking below, and Hoke up on his window, the exact place he was this last round, where he was able to not cause any damage, but definitely be an absolute annoyance. Hayden pulling yellow side now. However, he does have a Goyo close to worry about, and he will take Mako down almost immediately. Hitting a nice fast swing onto him off the live pings nonetheless. And now playing below at 4-0, he has to make some sort of good plays here. Drywall coming over to give Nubian the diffuser as him and Hoke will be the ones setting up to go for a quick diffuser play. And Decimo gonna be the one to actually hide in and play close. Those bees are there, and he's gonna pop the fire and just keep standing. But a bit of a misplay as Buck is down there. They gave up that map control very early on. Flashbangs coming in as Shrine's able to pick up Roflux. And now we have Deathstreak, and Secretary has to make his play coming over. Hayden will find Fallacy. Deathstreak now left in a 1v, and he is gunned down by Drywall Muncher, who does trade his life out. I'm telling you, Drywall Muncher is having an absolutely stellar game so far on map 2. Map 1, he was slow to burn. Map 2, he, you know, like I said, he must have put his fist through his wall, took out a handful, and started munching because he is doing pretty awesome. Two seconds. We're going to flip downstairs now. as they're bringing the basement bunker setup. Pretty common from what we're going to see. I'm going to take 2 seconds. I will be right back, chat.
The location of the bomb. Left. 5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers are move on.
My dog, I think, ate my last pack of gum. So flipping up here, we're going to see Fallacy playing up in piano room. He's going to have to be this point of contact as he rushes out, trying to take a quick peek onto Hoke. I mean, if Team Foolish want any chance of pulling some rounds in their favor, they have got to pick it up right now. This is the do or die moment for them. You know, I mean, basement is a statement round. If you cannot win basement on defense, you are in a seriously bad spot for the rest of the map, because basement is one of the more easy sites to defend. We got Hoke already, though, trying to rush in onto Fallacy. Wall is soft there next to him, though, and he is not actually trying to play for any wall bangs. However, Decimo will find him from down below. Decimo pulling up to a double as he finds Nuvian. And now it is a 5v3 as Shrine is taking up through Tellers. We got Hayden sneaking down Spiral. Deathstreak is right there, though, on the inside of this double door. And it could be a very bad thing for Hayden. Shrine has Fenrir Roflux right on his stairway. And Hayden is just going to walk straight in past the Goyo, feeding a kill to Deathstreak. Now Shrine will pick one up on the Roflux. And now they're trying to take control of this vertical up above. C4 just barely missing drywall. However, we're going to see Deathstreak taking Shrine out now. And they know right where drywall is. The smoke grenade coming in. The canister lands. Does not find the damage. The jump out from Decimo as he's trying to get over aggressive. Team Foolish could pull this one in their favor, as a Legion Mine is now landing right next to drywall. And they have him absolutely pinned as Fallacy will pop one through his skull. A great basement hold there from Team Foolish. They managed to lock down the vertical and keep that held as long as possible. I got a feeling that is the reason they won that round. Man, I've got no more water up here to drink, do I? Man, I'm out of everything. And here comes the Goyo and the Buck ban. It seems like that Goyo is more of a target than anything. I mean, he's good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's that good enough to deserve a ban. Especially not when Fenrir is still on the board. We will now see Exposition Piano coming. And I don't know. You know, maybe Expo Piano will work out in their favor. Since the consulate rework, that's not even an option on the map ban for a site, I guess. That's awesome. And I don't see nothing anywhere in any of the match chats, so I think we're still all good. Typically, I try to check it before the maps, like before a round starts, just in case anybody's asking any questions. But we will see a vertical hold coming. They got to lock down this upstairs. Something they were honestly struggling with quite a bit earlier on. You know, with Nuvian bringing that blitz and trying to get aggressive with it. Drywall following right in behind. being led by Shrine on his drones. I had a feeling this aggression take is going to be one to be feared. Now, sure, Blitz can't just pop through a wall like, I don't know, a Blackbeard can. But when you meet him in a hallway, things get pretty bad. Decimo, the one beacon of hope right now on Foolish to slow down these pushes, is fried off almost immediately. Losing that smoke early in the round, while he can't even get a canister out, is just a thing of tragedy. And here we'll see Nuvian waiting for the ace player to come up. And the wall will come open, giving them access over to Lounge. Deathstreak is the one playing close there. Has that SMG in hand, though. Could lead to some very, very good picks. And Ash getting active as well. Shooting as much as possible. Trying to take some walls out. Shrine sneaking up through managers. Will be taking ground up top. Down here, we're going to be looking and seeing Nubian being swung by Deathstreak. Trying to waddle around with the shield a little bit. But he needs help. The holes in the floor up above pretty much, stops Hoki from being able to actually swing over to him. And Hayden will now be the one trying to walk down over towards Deathstreak. And the Azami making the smartest play I think we've seen tonight. Will rotate around, pick up the kill on the Hayden. However, Deathstreak is gunned down by the Blitz. And VT now making their way through the map. Mako getting a pick there onto Hoki as he comes down. But the Blitz is right on top of him. And another pick going in the favor of VT as Drywall will finish him off with that AR. Vertical play up above by Roflux. You know Blitz knows he's there. As he comes in here, he will be going for a plant though. And Roflux not really in a position to deny it. Hot dropping the hatch, hoping that he can maybe find somebody as he's dropping down. And we will be seeing Shrine sneak his way up top. Drywall hitting a hard swing out, taking Roflux down. As we see VT just, again, make their way through this competition in a drastic fashion. Man, I need a pack of gum. I'm about to just start chewing on a glue stick at this point. Like, just something.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Now, picking to go upstairs, a site that they lost back-to-back times early on in this map. They're hoping to maybe pull in their favor. Majority of the reason that they're losing this map so far has just come down to either timing or bad gunfights. However, we see the rush plant being set up as Hayden is already over here playing as the Amaru. And he will be flying up through the window. Hope going up and trying to shoot suicide window open. They do have a player up here on it though, that is the smoke. C4 ripped and thrown, but not actually going to land anywhere.
A bomb has been located.
And it looks like they may try and bait out the opposite side of the map. They do have drywall playing over there. Suicide wall will come open as we just watch this execute slowly unfold. The can opener's not really doing much, but again, I think it may be more for a bait play. They've got to do something though to try and clear out this smoke playing close. If you can't get rid of them, things will not go in your favor. Smoke canister going out the suicide balcony. Decimo though eating fire damage. And I mean, here comes Hayden going for the plant, gonna stick it. A jump out from smoke, trying to find drywall. And it just will not stick and land. Mako is taken out by Hayden. Hayden finding Roflux up on a massive streak right now. They were not expecting him to take aggressively like he did. And Fallacy off site now has to try and retake. Has to hit an ace. and is really just not in a very winning position here, as he has only yellow stairs to his name, with the wall ripped open behind him to spiral. We'll see Drywall Muncher go for a swing and take him down. Virginia Tech, I mean, absolutely dominant display right there as they try to take up through on a quick plant. Can't really call that a quick plant because it still took a while. But moving in now to the almost the end of the half, very last round. Let's see what Team Foolish is able to make happen here. Nuvian said lunch has been served with the coleslaw.
Attackers need to locate
Bro, what about the
and
chicken
defuse
strips?
any bombs if they can.
We now see another basement hold. Last time they played it down here, they managed to take the round. So if anything, they want to have at least a 4-2 split.
Bomb located by
Again, this is Virginia Tech's map pick, though. So Virginia Tech could just lock it in and decide, hey, whenever we hit our defenses, they're not winning another round. And that 4-2 that they picked up is virtually useless, as Virginia Tech can close it out in a matter of 3 rounds. However, Team Foolish, they might just be able to attack a little bit better than they can defend. And once they hit the ground, they're just going to hit it running and immediately start pulling rounds in their favor. It's all a game of what if, because we don't know what's going to happen. Fallace is setting up here up in Expo's side. And I mean, hopefully he's able to keep control of Piano. You got Deathstreak who's going to be playing upstairs with them. Last time they played upstairs, though, like I said, it did go in their favor. However, we got Drywall already just running in with the glass, playing his smoke grenades, just eating the Fenrirs, and he doesn't even care. He is left down to about 1 HP, though, because of this long angle Kaid. And we'll take the down onto him. Nuvian did pick up a down upstairs. However, Deathstreak goes off, pulling, I think, a double kill there to try and even live count up just a bit. However, we will also see, though, a revive coming onto Mako. That's the Kaid back up. Really not super important to keep Kaid alive, except that he is a body. You know, his utility's already placed. He's already been used. I believe he even lost his C4. So he's nothing more than just another walking gun. But that DMR shot, or that DMR is going to be trying to rip down the hallway from Drywall. Maybe that slug shotgun that Kaid has can turn the favors here just a little bit and you know, take him down. But Team Foolish already seeming like they might have won this round off a live count. They've got another body up against them. The attacking push has stalled out fairly hard in a 3v4, so that you really can't even rely on trades as the attackers. As the defenders, relying on trades, again, not a great idea here, because you can't guarantee you're always going to get it. Shrine ripping open that close wall, and we'll see Drywall get gunned down. Now it is Hayden and Shrine left in a 2v4, and Hayden eating some damage, as these defenders are now going to maybe try and get aggressive and move up on him. However, a shield player is not someone to be messed with, as he comes up for an angle, but Deathstreak will hit him, finding another pick, and now it is Shrine and Drywall left up. I believe he's up to a 3k though, Deathstreak is. So will he pull an ace this round? I mean, there's a very, very good possibility of it. He does have the fuser in his possession. With only 35 seconds left, there's not a lot these guys can do. And Mako will take 1 kill, leaving Shrine left in now the 1v4. And only 20 seconds on board. I mean, way too many angles for him to cover by himself. And here comes the swings from these defenders, turning into the aggressor. And making Shrine actually retreat back and try and play the head holes that they have. But basically a tack timeout being called now, as we will just sit here and chill for 10 seconds. As Shrine walks up with a pistol in hand. Deathstreak picking another one up. Giving Virginia Tech the 4-2 split. Hopefully Team Foolish is able to pick it up in their attacks here and get it rolling. Death Streak said, the bad aim was because my cat jumped on my mouse. Yeah, bro. We believe you. As the Goyo and Ace are pulled off the board, we get rid of one of the best defenders in the game and the best hard breach. Followed up by Kaid and a Blackbeard. Man, they do not want Team Foolish going fast. Getting rid of the Blackbeard and Ace. That's a speed rush combo. Blackbeard, great at taking space fast with a good gun up with him. And Ace, one of the best high-speed hard breachers in this game. But the Goyo and Kaid ban pretty much tells you Team Foolish doesn't want to sit and have to wait on utility to be moved. Those Kaids can be annoying to get rid of. Way worse than trying to deal with, let's say, a Bandit or a Mute. And those Goyos are a great time burner. But what I'm failing to mention right now is the fact that Goyo's SMG, that Vector, is just so incredibly deadly. Upstairs hold coming this time for Virginia Tech. And we see our dear friend Monty on the board. Of course, the typical barbed wires being set up. They do have the hatch ripped open. But nobody is downstairs yet besides Shrine. Now, I'm wondering if he's going to hold it by himself. Or if Castle might come down. Maybe I could see Castle going down to assist. But a little bit of a run out, trying to get aggressive there. I mean, I could have seen that coming a mile off. They're going to be trying to play that life advantage. They have round advantage, so if you can get aggressive and take some swings and maybe, pull the round in your favor while also boosting your KD, they're going to be trying that. Falasay coming up and finding the first pick there onto Hokie, and he will rip open the sewer slide wall, catering wall, whatever you want to call it. And I mean, Tachanka does have good positioning here for himself. Where did Falasay go? Oh, he's already dipped, bro. That was just some phantom pressure. Looks like it's going to be a kind of an office side overtake, as we have Decimo playing down below with the Demos. Yeah, sorry about the yawns. It's getting kind of late where I'm at. But Decimo, as he runs in, eating some almost immediate damage there. Not a great thing for him. And he needs to honestly play his life and defend, or shoot upwards. You got the Demos, track and go. However, he has to do something because Shrine is still just chilling down in West Corridor with a long angle on the bottom spiral. This is an angle in which will result in, I can almost guarantee, a pick here if he isn't found, if he's not droned. Maybe Decimo will rotate up through there, They have players who are not near sight yet who've got to come up. Decimo being one of the main ones down there that could result in this pick happening. Same can now be said about Deathstreak. He's just chilling downstairs. They gotta do something, and now I believe Decimo will find where Shrine is at. And Shrine using this opportunity now to just fully rotate out. Drywall still having his castle barricade up. Will lose his Malusi device and lay a ton of damage down there onto Deathstreak's feet. The fire's coming in by Hayden, denying that manager's office, and Nuvian playing back behind the vending machines. Castle playing close. Smoke pulling the shotty. He knows he's going to be pushed. Hits Deathstreak, who's playing down below. Smoke grenade coming out. Shrine being found. Mako being found. Drywall up to a double. Triple with a shotgun. And are we going to see him come in for a swing with that SMG to try and find Roflux? Very good possibility. They know he's there, and he pulls a 4K. Roflux gunned down. We did see him pick up a kill there onto the castle player who was Nuvian, but he's just hit him with a good swing. Quick flip back to look at that. There's two right there with that shotgun. Third one hitting down, and then coming up here with a swing to find the Zofia. What a great play from Smoke. Something you honestly don't see very often in Siege, like at a high level, is fast, quick kills like that. Virginia Tech now winning What is that? Is it 3 in a row? Or no, 2 in a row. It's not 2 in a row, but it's 2 in a broken up. Or 3 in a broken up pattern. Hopefully Team Foolish is able to lock it in a little bit. They weren't able to get a good attack really going that round, as they were met incredibly hard with that smoke shotgun playing close. Coming down now, it is a split hold between, I believe, Tellers and Archives. This one, again, a bit of an odd setup. You don't really see this being pulled out too much. But with a double shield play coming, it looks like Foolish wants to maybe quick and hot clear this thing just by face checking. Yeah, I agree with that streak. I don't even know what to look at there. Waiting on a hard breacher to come over. Looks like maybe they want to try and take down through a trench and over into the Archives or server side of the map. They know that trying to push through the main lobby is not a great idea. And Monty's here with his hard breach devices, which that activates the execute. They didn't want to just plant those, because if they do, that puts them in a bad spot. You know what I hope you know what I mean. If he goes to just try and place that hard breach device there without anybody rushing the window, that gives them a free maybe shot at somebody. Hayden finding a kill into Roflux. We do see Fallacy getting a plant down. However, they are now down to a 3v5. Bees are coming in. C4 coming up the hatch, laying a little bit of damage, but not enough to actually find it down. He's got Blitz playing right next to him. Deathstreak finding Drywall. Hayden finding, or Shrine finding Mako with a jump out. And Fallacy not really in a position that he can do absolutely that much. With the swings coming, we will see VT clean up that round, taking kills. Hayden leading the charge there. And Nuvian will get the diffuser destroyed. 6-2 now. We're on to match point in favor of Virginia Tech. A very, very tough one so far for Team Foolish. I mean, the Virginia Tech team has just been playing absolutely lights out.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Now with a garage hold coming. Looks like Virginia Tech wants to maybe clear this one out soon. He set everybody up downstairs for basement. And that just, I mean, it makes it a super, super hard push no matter how you look at it. Just open up map ban. Punch all that through how I should. And we got Shrine playing up here. I mean, okay. Bro just said, caster, watch me. I mean, what? You're just gonna bandit trick the single wall? Really not sure what I'm watching. But the two-brow will run out. And Shrine will just be standing there waiting. As he rotates, though, finds Mako with a headshot. Roflux is extremely low. Pulls the pistol, goes for a re-swing, but does not find it as Roflux shuts down the cocky attitude of Shrine. And Bro goes, I scuffed it. Yeah, maybe a little bit. However, Drywall is up there to try and hit him. Hayden finding Fallacy. Hoke finding Decimo. Now down to a 3v1 as Roflux is last alive. And Drywall is just out, walking around outside, going to their spawn. He don't care. Roflux needs to pay more into this game. He's got to, you know, rotate over for the kills. Not worry about the guy who's outside. He does not matter. What matters right now are the people who are in sight. Don't even worry about the KD boost you're going to get. Cameras are now being hacked. And look at Drywall. Still just chilling outside. That's a combination. Hayden and Nuvian both laying with shotguns. And we will see one get taken. Now that is Nuvian. Hayden does get down. There's now Drywall in a 1v. And I think Roflux is going to try and maybe rotate over to hold and defend it. I don't think he knows that he downed Hayden. Drywall now back in sight. Freezes his phone to shut it off. And is going to be pulling down the main stairs. This is all coming down to this. Will Drywall be able to hit the swing with a pistol here? Or will Roflux and his DMR be just enough to shut him down? Holding very, very close with that pistol in hand. They do have live cams hitting him. 10 seconds left. He's got to rotate up. Hayden is down. I don't think Roflux knows, so he's not going to really be trying for a plan or anything. As I was saying that, he's going to make a liar out of me. And here comes Drywall up with the pistol. And is he going to go for a one-tap, or what are we going to see here? Baiting out the shots here from that DMR. Hayden will finally be finished. Roflux has the 4K, but Drywall hits him with the one to the head on the pistol to end out the game. Hitting the defuse, and Virginia Tech picks up the night. 2-0 victory over Team Foolish's new main team. With Drywall being 12-5 and Hayden being 12-4. GG's, everybody. A victory for Virginia Tech. I mean, pretty decent game from everybody's side right there. You know, everybody played very, very well. I'm not going to pull any interviews in because I'm honestly ready to go to bed. But, I mean, at the end of the day, just some stellar plays from both teams. Any clips that were hit, make sure y'all clip them on Twitch and send them to me. I'll get them on TikTok later. As for what we're doing right now, we're just going to hit a simple raid onto Why Not Be Casting.